Finally, your hair. How was that?
I cut my hair, guys. I got a little. This is my first time ever having a razor cut, like the what's that called? Clippers.
No. Yeah, clippers. And I can't see it.
And
it's
you
blocked.
can't see it because of the microphone, but trust me, it's there, and it doesn't stop. Just
the microphone.
The headphones. I apparently don't know my gear, but it goes all the way kind of like around my ear. But also, when I'm not wearing the headphones, you can't really see it because my hair kind of goes down.
Covers it. But
it's there. And it just reminded me of Selena Gomez when she gets a pop of blue for the Teen Vogue party. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
When they ask her about her little blue feather in her hair.
Yes.
And she's just like, I don't know. I just wanted to do something crazy for the Teen Vogue party. That's how I feel about
Sean Gomez.
Sean Gomez, touch of blue. You gotta put Teen Vogue party. There it is.
Here.
It's been 18 years since Selena Gomez got some, what does that say? It's covering him.
Some blue going on for the Teen Vogue party.
Got some blue going on for the Teen Vogue party.
I'll find a video of it. What if Natalia got a low taper fade?
And that too.
Is that what you asked for?
No. I just kind of showed a picture and I was like that. And she was like, okay. Yeah, dude.
Cheers. Cheers to your haircut.
Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Hand Me Down podcast. We are your hosts. My name's Natalia.
And I'm Alan.
And once again, thank you so very much for joining us for yet another episode.
And Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Oh, 3 out of 10.
We should have a woo off.
I think when we filmed a woo off.
Yeah. Woo. No, but just like woo.
So you can do it longer.
Sorry, people already started to click off. Sorry.
I think when we filmed this episode last time, we didn't realize that last episode would come out during Hispanic Heritage Month. But better late than never. This episode will still be during Hispanic Heritage Month. So,
what are some like iconic Hispanic quotes that you could be like, "Happy Hispanic Heritage"?
No era penal.
Me encanto.
Ya se armó. Mine are all soccer.
Yahweh, por favor, idiota. Oh, he can't think on his feet.
What is that?
That scared me. Was that a laugh?
But I think that is goes perfectly with what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, that's
so let's set that up a little bit.
Yes, let's set that up.
As always, we're going to catch up, do a little bit of internet corner. We'll see how far we get there. And today's chorizo con huevo.
Big ol'.
Or chorizo con papa, however you guys want to.
Huevo.
I like chorizo con papa a little bit better. But we're going to be talking about ghost hunting.
We are, specifically ghost hunting shows.
So stay tuned. Let's hit that one more time. Which button was it? Is it like Riz?
I think it's like a fuckboy laugh.
Yeah, right. Like reverbed.
But you know what I realized? We haven't explained this to like in our second block of the podcast. Mm-hmm. I feel like if anybody's a new listener and they haven't listened since the beginning, they're probably like, what the hell is this and why am I getting random sound effects?
I feel like sound effects are like a huge staple of like radio shows and podcasts though. But if you guys aren't familiar.
But they don't know that they're mystery sound effects.
You're right. Yes. You're right.
So if you're a new listener, hello, welcome. I hope you're enjoying our talks and our giggles and my woos. But anyway, sorry, Alan. This is our little device that we use to record.
Our handy dandy podtrack.
P4. And it's loaded up. Each episode, it gets loaded up with 4 mystery sound effects. Mm-hmm. And the sound effects are provided by the wonderful Milena. And we have to go through the episode throughout the episode, we reveal one of them. Or like all of them, my bad. Me being like, we should explain what this is, and like not even explain.
And I'm not jumping in here. I kind of, I kind of zoned out. I was like, water.
Oh, okay. So when women speak, when women speak, Alan's.
I know. I was just like, I already know this, right? But yeah, go ahead.
He said, I already read that chapter. Yeah.
Teacher, can we skip?
Teacher, I already know this.
we were talking about that, like my girlfriend and other like people who may have started STEM in college, how like competitive it was with STEM. Like they'd be on a lesson like in a STEM course, and like some of the fucking freshmen or just like fucking like students would be like, can we fucking skip this? We already learned this in high school. It's like, then go to another fucking class. There's some of us you're like, the professor made this for a reason. Why the fuck are you trying to skip?
You enrolled in this.
Like, relax. Like, tune the fuck out if this isn't if like you already explained this. Like, you're good. Why are you trying to bring everybody else up with you?
Or just like,
it kind of pisses me off. Like literally, like, because then that's the type of shit that discourages people from underrepresented backgrounds to not continue with it.
Yeah, because there's already people in there that could afford like Head Start programs.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. I feel like did you want to hit a button?
Wait, no. I was just going to say, finish your thought and then we can get back to the pod track. This is
I took a linguistics class in college in a summer course. And if you've ever taken a summer college course, you know that it is just go. That shit is
sped up. Yeah.
The amount of times that I cried in that class, like doing work for that class, because it was so fucking hard. And then also, at least at UCLA, during the college courses, it's an opportunity for people who are still in high school to take a college level course and kind of like get ahead. And there was just one fucking know-it-all.
Little fucking brainiac.
That was just like, well, this word originates from the Byzantines. And I was just like, how the fuck do you know what the fuck any of this is? It's crazy. Like, I could tell that language was his thing, and respect. Language is really cool. But I don't know what the fuck is going on. Also, it's COVID. It's Zoom.
I feel like I'm like that sometimes, but not usually in a classroom setting. Or like what would grind my gears is because in high school, I also went to UCLA for like this college. UCLA would have like one Saturday a month or every 2 months. They would bring people from like LA County, like high schools, and they would have like the best AP teachers teach like a 1 hour like little crash course, right, to prepare us for the exam. And this would be like throughout the whole school year until the exam was to take place. And I remember like there was this one kid too who would just be like, not even answering the question or not even asking a question. They were kind of just like, look how smart I am. Oh, so what you're saying is that during the Revolutionary War, blah, blah, blah. Like basically like no question, just
likes to hear himself talk.
Yes. And like, what? Why? Like, okay, you're just trying to show everybody that you know this really well. But like, we're here to learn, bro.
And you know what's
You're not the teacher.
I think that the teacher quickly picks up on who's a sucker.
Yes.
Like it's, and you know, as a daughter of teachers.
Yes.
I could say that they pick up very quickly on who's like that. And
but like especially like, do your parents teach high school?
One does.
Okay. I'm like, to be doing that like as almost an adult, I get it. Like in college too, I'm like, you guys stop being brainiacs. But I guess like a college is a place for that, where like someone who's been rewarded for intelligence or for like this academics their whole life wants to show that off, right?
Exactly.
If there was going to be a place, it would be that place, I guess.
Okay, I don't really remember much of high school at all. Imagine if I was like that and I'm just here talking shit.
Talking shit about yourself.
And somebody that went to high school with me is just like, bitch, that was you.
I know, because low-key, I was also like kind of like a smart little brainiac boy.
Yeah.
But I try never to be, like, I would always just try to answer the question or like, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. If you knew me from high school, tell me, what was I up to?
Me too. Just don't be too harsh.
Did you know I was gay?
Is this a shock?
That's a shock right here. I got a little blue going on for the Teen Vogue party.
But anyways, back to the pod track.
I forgot that was like yesterday. That was yesterday's news.
The pod track, Milena puts 4 different sound effects that we don't know what they are, and we just hit them throughout random things, and we're surprised because sometimes they're very poignant or they're very like it makes sense with what we're talking about. Sometimes it doesn't, and we share a laugh.
And we do. So that's the pod track, ladies and gentlemen, and those in between. What we are doing with every episode. So back to the regularly scheduled program. How are you, Alan? 12 minutes in.
I am doing dandy. I'm doing fine. I watched him on Sunday, so yesterday. What do you know about the movie Him?
Is that the Jordan Peele movie?
He produced it. A lot of people think he directed it or that he wrote it, but he produced it. He's an executive producer. His production company, Monkey Paw Productions, is producing it. But they advertised it Jordan Peele's new film or whatever.
That's the only thing I know about it, and apparently it was wrong. It has, then what's the name of that actor? Marlon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Marlon, I forgot what his last name is, but it's about football.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I would have never guessed.
It's like horror football.
Okay.
The reviews aren't that great. The movie starts off Alan's movie review.
Spoilers?
No spoilers.
Okay.
The movie starts off very strong, and by the end, it kind of like loses itself, and it doesn't really know what it wants to be. But that being said, I think it is still very entertaining. It's beautifully shot. I think the performances are really great. Story and plot wise, it kind of falls off the deep end. But I would still check it out in theaters, I think.
Okay.
I had a good time the first half.
Okay. You want to know what I thought you were going to talk about when you put Him on the agenda? The Powerpuff Girls Him. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. The monkey?
Mojo Jojo?
The professor? Who's him? The mayor?
Look up Him, Powerpuff Girls. If you are listening and you know who Him is from the Powerpuff Girls.
I didn't watch that. That was a girl's show. Okay, this devil ass fool.
The cunty ass devil fool. And so many.
What did you think I was going to say about it?
Well, I don't know. He's very culturally relevant in the drag community. A lot of people dress as drag, as him. And he's just iconic. He's just, I forgot what his voice was, but if I remember correctly, it's like, Powerpuff Girl.
He does look iconic. I like him, actually.
Very cool. It's really cool seeing when the drag queens do the makeup. Yeah.
Here,
So
I'll copy this link. Maybe we'll put that in.
Something. But that's what I thought you were going to talk about. And I was just like, oh, look at Alan talking about a girl show.
I know. Talking about a queer icon. Nope. I was talking about football.
I was talking about football and horror movies.
But yeah.
That's funny.
That's my thing.
All right. So your review is go check it out.
Go check it out. Okay. I didn't hate it. I really appreciated what it was trying to do. I don't think it landed, but I think it's still worth your time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta check it out. Damn. I didn't know it was out, honestly.
I think this past weekend it came out. So
okay, very recent.
By the time you guys watched this 2 weeks ago. But
that's true.
Go ahead. How have you been? Well, she's drinking water. I'll just fill this air.
With this is my Brita water bottle. It has a Brita straw. Don't know how it works.
So it filters?
Apparently, yeah.
Do you have to suck harder?
Oh, at the beginning, the initial suck.
Okay.
It's pretty hard.
Do you have to like buy new filters for that?
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to, but I still don't understand how it works. But anyway, so.
Well, like while you suck the water, like sucks it through the filter and then filters the water and you get cleaner water.
Do you think it like filters that fast though? Because I feel like when you fill up a new Brita and you put a new filter, it like drips hella slow.
Yeah, but like the thing, because it's dripping, this one has like you're sucking it, right? Like there's like a force. Yeah. That one doesn't have like a motor or something, you know.
Dude. Whoever engineered this
deserves to get fucking
dude.
sucked, bro.
Come here, let me suck you. Just kidding. I'm joking.
Okay. Anyways, how have you been?
I've been great. I've been, when I was thinking about what to put on the How I've Been segment, Alan really wanted to hear a story that I mentioned, and it was about my Costco crash out. So, I am a big fan of Costco. I have nothing against Costco.
Okay. Costco girl.
We're Costco girls. Boom or doom.
That's Minecraft.
What?
That's a drinking sound. Okay, ready. Okay, wait. Audio listeners, we're about to drink our water. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Yeah. When you're drinking a potion, you're drinking milk. Minecraft shit.
You drink milk in Minecraft?
Yeah, you can get a bucket and then you can like right click on a cow and it gives you milk, and you can use the milk to make cake, or if you have like a potion effect, or if you're like poisoned, you can drink the milk and you're good.
Shout out vitamin
tips,
whatever
D.
Vitamin D. Anyway, so my Costco crash out was specifically caused by another patron in Costco. And you know what? It wasn't even in Costco. It was in the parking lot. So for anyone, not to like call out a Costco, but I'm going to call out a certain Costco. Marina Del Rey Costco.
Am I familiar with that one?
By UCLA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marina Del Rey Costco. I hate your parking lot. I do. I'm sorry.
It is kind of whack.
Whoever designed it is so stupid.
Can I say that my local Costco also had a kind of whack parking lot, and they refurbished it like maybe 2 years ago.
And they made it better?
They made it way better.
Take notes, Marina Del Rey Costco. Or is it Playa Del Rey? Anyway, when you are exiting the Costco, there's a small intersection, there's a T intersection in the parking lot that takes you to the stoplight from the main road. In that four-way intersection, there is not four-way stop. It's a three-way stop, and the traffic that's coming into the Costco parking lot from the main street does not get a stop sign.
Has a right of way.
So they have the right of way.
Classic thing
right
in a shopping center usually.
Okay. But apparently not for the fucking lady behind me. So Jesus Christ, I'm already getting heated up. If I curse a lot while telling this story, you could just tell how much it affected me. But so there I am. I'm trying to leave the Costco parking lot, and I'm in the intersection where I'm at the stop sign facing the main street. So I'm waiting for the cars that are coming, the incoming traffic from the main street, to stop so that I can go. But either way, I stopped after the person on my left stopped. So either way, when the traffic clears, the person on my left has the right of way. They go first, because that's how driving works. As I'm waiting for all these cars to come in, who are turning in front of me, mind you. So even if I went, I would get hit. The lady behind me starts honking like a lot. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, what is she honking at? Like, just not coming, like not thinking that she's honking at me. And then there's a little, like a mini semi truck behind her that starts honking too. So I'm being honked at left and right by the people behind me. And
you think the mini truck was also honking at you?
They were, and I'll tell you why I know after. Because first of all, that honk was loud as hell. And I even, like looked up and was like, who the hell is honking? So the oncoming traffic is still coming. The lady behind me in a little white Toyota Sienna, a little white minivan, she comes around, and so now she's driving on the opposite side of like the traffic. So she's driving in here. She comes in front of me, stops, rolls down her windows, curses me out, calls me the R word, calls me stupid, and she's just like, "You're a fucking idiot! You're fucking," like she's screaming.
This is a good story. Why didn't you want to tell it?
Because I get heated. She was like, she's fucking screaming at me. And I see her children in the back seat. I see a car seat. Like, I see things. So and I'm confused first why she's screaming at me, because in my head, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to go because I have a stop sign. They don't. They're coming. But she just inserts herself into the intersection and stops the flow of traffic. And while she's doing that, the semi starts to come and try to cut me off.
What?
Yes.
is going on? What if that's her husband?
I don't fucking know. But like, he tries to cut me off.
What are the other cars doing?
They're waiting.
They're just like,
at
what
their
the
stop sign.
did they look like what the fuck is going on?
I didn't look at them because I was just too.
I would have been like, come on, guys, let's beat her up.
Come on, guys.
We're trying to rile them up.
Oh my God. And so I think, because first she started just calling me fucking stupid, fucking idiot and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to process, like, are you talking to me, bitch? But she was making like direct eye contact. And then she calls me like fucking R word. And I was just like, oh, okay. So she pulls up, and of course she gets stopped by the red light that's directly in front of us. But as soon as she clears traffic, I follow directly behind her because I'm like, oh, you're going to scream at me. That's funny. So I was just kind of like, I pulled up since she stops at the stoplight. I'm right behind her, and I'm just trying to catch my breath, because I don't like being called stupid. I don't like being called an idiot. I don't like being screamed at. Don't like being called the R word. I don't think anybody does. And plus, she put her children in danger by just going into the intersection when the other oncoming traffic was coming. So when I was at Costco, I always buy the 5 dozen eggs because I go through eggs hella fucking quick. And I was plotting.
You had them next to you?
I had them in the back seat. Like, if I could just like turn over. And I started to open the package because I was like, I hate this bitch.
Dude, I didn't even think of that.
Dude, I was literally, because we were
like, and I think it's justified. What the fuck?
Yeah, the light had just turned
a little playful
red.
egg.
So I was just like in my head, I was like, I have time. I can get out of my car and go up to her and be like, what's your problem? Like, do you not understand? Are you blind? Like, there's 3 stop signs, blah, blah, blah. And I knew she was going to scream at me if I did. So my plan was to like have the eggs by me. And if she started screaming at me, just smash them on her windshield and run away.
Okay. I think our plans deviated here. I would have like drive-by'd her with the egg.
With the egg? Okay, but like I can't throw while I'm driving. Like that for me is more dangerous, even though my rage thought was a little bit dangerous for her.
Yeah, because then you like have to run back to your car, get in.
My other thought was to just do it on the back of her of her window.
Yeah, maybe throwing it, having like throw it like as you're going.
Like fuck. And so when the light turned green, I'm still furious at that point. Like the light turned green, and I just zoom. And we're racing like low key. I don't get road rage easily, but she just fucking pissed me off because she realizes that I'm chasing her, so she goes hella fucking fast, and then we get to a light, and I'm like, okay, that wasn't worth it. Like, I also because I almost like didn't stop in time for the light. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of fucking crazy.
Calm the fuck down.
Calm the fuck down. But, and also I was like thinking, and while all this was going on, I'm like thinking to myself like, okay, I've worked on myself a lot. I know how to manage my anger. Like I know how to do, like, it's fine. It's okay. But if I would have done something crazy now, I would have done it intentionally crazy, which means I'm 10 times more crazy than I actually am.
Yeah. I got angry as you were saying it.
Oh my God.
I was like, what would I have done? And like, not like I have time to think and I'm not in that rage mode. I feel like when I'm in that rage mode, I can't think of anything.
Yeah. I'm like, blood was boiling.
What would I scream to her? I would have been like, I would have like screamed to the kids. I'm like, I'm sorry, your mom. Yeah, I'm sorry you have a fuck ass mom. Yeah, like gone for the kids.
Mom.
Like fuck you. What the fuck's going on with you,
dude? It was crazy. I was like, oh.
The egg idea was really good though.
Oh my God! But in this economy, I can't waste no eggs.
I would have.
and I like thought about. I was like, I have 5 dozen eggs. I have 5 dozen. 1 or 2 won't hurt.
If you had someone like with you, that would have been perfect. You could have thrown 3 eggs.
I like literally, and also the reason why I didn't throw the egg is because I would have to get out of my car to throw it because I can't throw it left-handed, like because the driver's seat is right here, so I would have to like.
I see.
Get my arm out of the way.
I would have tried, even if it was on the floor. I would have.
But the trick is, I can't just like throw it to her without having cracked it a little bit beforehand.
What?
Because have you ever tried to crack an egg on someone's head? Like you have to if you don't give it a little crack before, it just smacks them in the head and doesn't crack.
I think if you throw it hard enough, it'll crack.
But I also don't want to break her.
Okay, you're not gonna throw that hard. Oh no. Okay, I'm thinking about like throwing it. Okay. You're talking about smashing it. Okay.
We reached the truth, ladies and gentlemen. That deserves a button.
Oh my god! Can we talk about
cut out
political and economic state of the world right now?
No, but why is it blinking?
I don't know. Freaked out.
Oh my god! Can we talk about
I guess it cut out.
I wonder what happened to the file.
I don't know. File was corrupt, but we can.
Yeah. It's wow.
Yeah.
It's a mean world out there.
It's a mean world out there. Don't call people effing idiots or effing R words if you don't want to get smacked with an egg. So now that I think about it, I'm like, I should have just went up to her crusty ass Toyota Sienna.
An egg is like something harmless that is just inconvenient, right? Like you have to fucking clean the egg and like, it's not like a gun or, it's not anything like crazy like that. So that's why I was like,
just an egg's an egg. Bring back egging people's like cars. If they deserve it.
Which is a tough line to cross because different people are going to think different things are deserving of an egg.
I was just following the California driving laws. Fuck.
Yeah, that was crazy that the guy also was honking.
The freaking semi, and when I say semi, I mean like giant U-Haul size.
Yeah, like
actual semi. Yeah. But still, I was like, when I realized that he was trying to cut me off too, I'm like, have you guys never been here? Or like,
where do you guys have to go that it's that fucking important?
I don't know. Like we ended up at the same light anyway. She moved up 20, 30 feet.
Stupid.
I'm like, girl. Anyway, that was my Costco rant, my Costco crash out. And I literally the whole ride home was like, relax. And like when I got home, I sent my girlfriend a long voice message and I was like, some bitch don't piss me off. Like, fuck.
Very well deserving of a voice message.
Yeah. So that was my story.
Do we want to talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
We can touch on the political and economic state of the world right now.
All I want to say is that a lot has happened since we last recorded our last episode.
Yes, a lot.
So crazy things have been happening. All I want to say is I'm not a fan of violence. I'm not a fan of gun violence. I think gun violence is one of the main reasons why I hold the beliefs that I do. It's very scary. It's very scary to be in public places. It's the reason why I don't feel safe in one of the best places that I love to go, which is a movie theater. Mm-hmm. I get really anxious when I go, but I try to fight the anxiety because I love watching a movie on the big screen. That when we were in school, it was always like a thought in the back of your head when you were in elementary and middle school, high school, and college.
Yeah.
It's still a thought whenever you're in a public space. It's still
a fair,
yes, exactly. Even at work sometimes it can get scary. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of any violence. But it is, I don't think anybody should be forced to grieve someone who fought for something that I don't agree with. And it's right. It's not like I think we were talking about last episode. It's not like discussing like the right and the left. Usually the main disagreement is the left thinks that the government should be big. Should do more for its citizens. The right thinks the government should be small, not be so controlling, not have too much control or not have too much say in people's lives. Another thing would be like the left thinks that the tax money should be redistributed differently than what the right thinks. Those are ideas that I'm like, yes, we can talk those and debate those forever.
Political beliefs.
Political beliefs.
Political beliefs.
But when your beliefs start to get bigoted and racist and homophobic and just hateful, I think it's a tall task to ask for someone to grieve that. It's a horrible act of violence. I don't think anyone should go out that way, and that's why I believe in gun control, right? But I you know, how do I explain this? Sometimes you don't even grieve for a distant family member, right?
Yeah,
because you didn't really know them.
Yeah, it's a true statement,
right?
Yeah,
sometimes you don't grieve someone you maybe have worked with.
Obviously, you're not soulless. For like, we don't say this in like a soulless way, but like genuinely, you know,
you think about it. Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah,
and you move on. That's how sometimes I feel. And I forgot what else I was gonna say, but I don't know if you want to say anything.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it was a lot of like processing, I think, personally for me, before I was able to come to a concrete stance on how I felt. And I feel like a lot of it was because there was this big rush to push the feeling of grief and respect over the dead, obviously. But knowing the things that he's said in the tone that he said them and the hatred behind every puff of air that goes into those words, if you have seen this person's debates live or like in stuff, and you just, as someone who is not white, not like a cis white male, not from, you know, the very 1% billionaire type of people, you feel it, even if he's not talking about your race specifically, you know, it's like implied, like that's how he feels. I think it did take a long time for me. It took me maybe like a couple of hours to be like, wait.
but I do remember like seeing the news, like, wow, like
I was like, wait, what?
It's insane.
I feel like a lot of people didn't really know who he was until this. I knew about him because, I mean, I might have to ask my little sister if it's okay for me to share this, but because one of her roommates was a big supporter of him, and that really bothered her and made her really uncomfortable, and she would talk to me about it all the time. And when she confronted the roommate, they hit him with we all just have different beliefs. Like, why can't we just come together and like respect one another? Just because you haven't said anything explicitly towards me doesn't mean I can't make a judgment based off of who you follow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Like, that saying. Mm-hmm. I'm like, girl. But.
Yeah, I think there's this thing called dog whistles, right? Where you're not saying stuff explicitly, but the people who are cheering loudest for you are going to be the people who have those extreme ideas of that certain people just shouldn't be alive, or that some people aren't deserving of this or of that. I don't know. I think in the aftermath of it, I've just seen a lot of people saying like, let's tone down the rhetoric because you're calling people on the right Nazis or fascists or this stuff. And of course, like if people hear that, they're going to want to use violence, right? But to that, I have to say, hey, right now I'm explicitly calling no violence. But if you don't want to be called a fascist, stop doing fascist and authoritarian things.
Exactly.
Right? Like they're very much like the same thing. I'm not racist. We'll stop saying and doing racist and holding racist beliefs. And we've gotten to the point where some people are proudly saying that they're racist, or they're proudly saying that they're white nationalists, or they're proudly saying that they're Christian nationalists. So I don't know. This is where that stuff breeds.
Exactly. And I'm for one, and I'm sure a lot of people are tired of hearing that that's politics. That's not politics. Come on now. It's just, have you seen that TikTok of the girl breaking down what is politics versus like what he believed?
I think I've seen stuff similar to it, but yeah, it's like political beliefs are different than. I agree. No one should get killed for their political beliefs, but some of these are not political beliefs.
No, it's a lot of them are white supremacy ideals and just straight up bigotry and violent saying. I mean,
and misogyny,
misogynistic, and that's not politics. Like, I mean, unfortunately, it goes hand in hand sometimes. Fuck.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on. Like, it's kind of crazy that we started the whole episode.
I know, now we're like,
all of a sudden it just like it got very serious. But I mean, I think that's the reality of the world. Like, we can't forget, we can have fun. I'm not saying don't have fun, but you also have to have these conversations sometimes. And again, I'm not calling violence towards anyone or anything, but you know, these are the ideas that are harmful. And I think some of these ideas that people hold indirectly cause a lot of deaths. Right.
He said it himself. An unfortunate trade-off.
And I'm not necessarily talking about gun violence.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about if you continuously talk down on minority, transgender people, they're going to take their own lives, or there's going to be other instances of violence towards these people. And we see it all the time, right? I mean, like, that's like a huge thing with misogyny is like men are going to beat the women in their lives because they believe that they're superior. Other races are going to do that because they believe they're superior.
Yeah. It's violent words that came from him. And I agree that, like, not just him, obviously, but he was the man with the mic.
Let me throw this away.
But it's like you have so much influence, and I mean, if you haven't already seen all the things that he said in his show and in his podcast, I'm sure there's a lot of compilations out there, and you can see it for yourself, the exact quotes. Violent, very hateful, very, almost like I can't believe that had such a huge following, but at the same time I can, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there's someone in the White House who likes all that stuff too. But
who? Just kidding. Just kidding.
I just want the end of this to be, from me, treat people with respect, treat people with kindness. But again, golden rule is like, I think to give respect, you need to get respect.
But yeah, so I guess let this be a reminder of just community is important. Calling out bad things is important. Doing your part is important. Speaking up, if we could still do so, is important. And sometimes somebody has a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I just want people to be able to exist and have the same opportunities as everybody else. And let's play on an equal playing field.
Not too much to ask for.
Anyways, moving on.
Let's get spooky.
I thought that was scary at the beginning. I was like, whoa, it's a monster.
That was a snort.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on, guys. I was getting too depressing and real. At Hand Me Down Podcast, this is your escape from the real world. It's time for the big old chorizo con huevos or chorizo con papa. Do you know that the only reason that I say that is because you said it once in an episode?
I remember. I coined it because I was like, we would say like
chorizo con papa, huevo con weenie, huevo con. Ow.
I would say the meat and potatoes of the podcast, and we're like, no, we got to make it Mexican. And we said huevo con weenie, and then chorizo con huevo.
Chorizo con huevo.
Yeah.
Which huevo con weenie is more like, like than chorizo con huevo.
More what?
More sexual.
I guess. No, chorizo, dude.
I guess. Bruh.
But weenies too.
Sorry, I was gonna go on a tangent that I
know. No, go ahead.
I was like, were they being homophobic to Hector and Coco when they were laughing at him for choking on chorizo and dying?
Maybe, but I think it's just like a funny way to go out. But yeah, kind of, I guess, because they're like, you were choking on.
Let me be a blue-haired liberal. Let me be woke. So ghost hunting, the reason that I wanted for this to be a little bit of a topic during our episode is it's October. Happy October, everybody. I know we forgot to say that at the beginning. Happy October. Happy spooky season. I hope you're doing all the festivities that you love. And ghost hunting is also something that has become its own media and TV and movies is something that we love to talk about in this podcast. So it just felt very fitting.
And the internet. Is this big on the internet now? Ghost hunting? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bigger than on networks, for sure. Well, now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, now. Not before. But I, as a wee little girl, huge fan of ghost hunting shows.
Was there like a specific one?
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures.
What
was that on? Discovery?
I think so.
Discovery Channel?
I don't remember. I also didn't understand like networks and stuff when I was little.
Channels? You just didn't know channels?
Well, I didn't know like the ones that weren't like Disney and Nick. That was Disney, Nick, and Cartoon Network were my world. But
nah, dude, I loved like Discover. There was one called ID.
I do remember that.
Sci-Fi.
I do remember
History Channel, Travel Channel.
Nerds.
I'll die on this hill. I think we need to go back to cable television.
I think we're already going back to cable television and nobody wants to admit it. But
no, it's so different though.
Is it?
Or what do you mean like streaming like is basically that?
It's basically that.
But like I love the act of there being programming.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what am I going to watch? And I'm like, is there anything, there's nothing to watch? Okay, well, let me just pick a random show. And then you discover something, right? I feel like with streaming, it's like so curated. Like you'll never really watch anything that you wouldn't have watched, right?
That's true.
There's so much at your fingertips.
Exactly. But did you, I don't remember if you answered, did you watch ghost hunting shows when you were little?
No. Again, because of the cable aspect of it, if nothing else was on, or if like I was watching something and then like whatever I was watching finished, then like a ghost show came on, I might have watched like some of it.
Yeah.
Because you told me to prepare and I didn't finish it, but I watched an episode of Ghost Adventures and I was like, this format seems familiar to me.
Yeah.
Like the way that it's set up, right? Like the style.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it like religiously or anything.
Okay. Were you at least intrigued by the paranormal?
No. Can I give you my opinions?
Yes.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was dumb.
The ghost hunting or just paranormal?
I'm like, paranormal was kind of interesting to me. Like, cause like for me, paranormal was like finding Bigfoot. Ghost Adventures was kind of that same thing. I'm like, have you guys like not found concrete evidence for ghosts yet? And you guys are like,
27 seasons in.
Yes. Same thing with Bigfoot. Have you guys not found fucking evidence of Bigfoot yet? And you guys are like, this is what you guys are dedicating your careers to, and you guys haven't found it.
They make coin though.
That was
They make money.
Me as a little 7-year-old, like
stupid. I am a believer in the paranormal.
Yes, but go ahead. I want your perspective on that.
But I am a skeptic of ghost hunting shows. Specifically ones like Ghost Adventures. And I'll talk briefly about a recent ghost hunting show that I enjoy watching.
Well, I'm not like a skeptic on ghosts.
just on ghost hunting shows?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think we're...
Yes. Again, another agreement.
Another truth.
Thank you, senators. You guys have saved countless lives.
Okay. So,
found countless unlives. I don't know.
Dun, dun, dun. So the reason that I brought this up, or the reason that I thought about having this be a topic on the podcast was, first of all, do you remember what season you watched of Ghost Adventures? I
went straight to 15 because I think they had 27 on the streaming platform.
Okay, so
and I went like
right
15, and it was perfect. It was a Mexico one, Xochimilco, the Island of the Dolls.
Oh,
and it was interesting.
Okay, so I haven't seen that one. I went straight to, because I used to watch the show as a kid when it was first coming out.
Yeah,
and then I watched one of the most recent seasons. Where they are hunting for skinwalkers in Utah.
Interesting. Can you explain to me what a skinwalker is? I feel like I've always heard it. It's like shape-shifting.
Yes. So it's like an entity that, según what I learned on the show, which I also don't know too much about skinwalkers. It's like an entity that was summoned by Native American people and it's just like evil, like really evil, shape-shifting. It could trick you, like stuff like that. And it's is someone opening the door?
My heart dropped. This is why I don't like this. This is the reason.
I was just in the middle of explaining what skinwalkers were and how they're like super scary. And then I hear like scratching at the door.
I thought it was the cats. And then you're like, is someone opening the door? That's when my heart dropped.
Yeah, because I was like, I didn't realize what time it was. Okay, well, maybe we'll keep that in because that's kind of funny.
Make that the cold open.
So so Milena just came home from yoga and scared the bejesus out of us. I genuinely, I want to see what we looked like on camera because I was like, oh, the cats are scratching. And then I heard it coming from over there. And I literally went.
When you were concerned, I was just like, the cats have scratched the door before, but when I saw your face drop, I'm like, wait, are we in trouble? What's that?
Like, who's going to open the door and just see us recording? Like,
because the way I left my keys on the doorknob the other night, all night long, when Natalia was in Long Beach.
Crazy. Can I repeat that into the microphone? Hey.
The other night, I was home alone, and I didn't realize that I left my keys on the doorknob all night long. Shout out to the neighbor, though, for putting my keys in a box in like a little package.
All night long, all night.
So some scary things happening in our.
I do feel safer with you here, though.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad it was you, and not a crazy skinwalker or the devil.
I don't know why I just felt so vulnerable just sitting here with this podcast equipment.
Oh my goodness, I'm sweating. That was scary. Top 10 scariest moments to happen on Hand Me Down podcast.
First.
Top scariest thing to happen while we record the podcast.
Oh God. Okay. Well.
Now we get right back into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Skinwalkers, scary.
Yes.
Is what you need to know. The reason that I brought this up and the reason why when I was watching that episode, I was like, this is bullshit. Like, this is just a bunch of, just like whoop-de-doo mumbo jumbo type shit, was because in this episode, they're ghost hunting in like an old town in Utah. And they're ghost hunting at this convenience store. And for those of you who don't know about Ghost Adventures, it is hosted by the main ghost hunter named Zach Baggins.
Is he buff?
Kind of, but
does
not
he kind of have like a quiff?
He's got like spiky hair, yeah, kind of.
Okay,
I'm sure you've seen him before. And he's actually, there's a lot of like controversy around him, specifically his like how true the show is, essentially. Anyway, so so he narrates the show. He's the main ghost hunter. He's like the main guy. People describe him as
this
kind
guy
of like
with glasses. Okay.
Yeah, like as kind of like a control freak, essentially, is what he's been called. So he's like, I'm here, and I reached out to the janitor, Jose, who had a terrifying experience on the second floor. And so they're outside, and they're doing an interview with Jose, the janitor. And Jose speaks broken English, but enough to get his point across.
My boy.
While he's being interviewed about what he saw, he's like, I saw something black. I saw this, blah, blah, blah. He's using I correctly. He's using like, it's broken English, but enough for him to make sense.
Yeah.
And then they ask him to go inside with them. And first he's like, fuck no. And they're just like, no, we'll go with you. And he was just like, okay, whatever. They go in, and he doesn't even really like make it too far inside where he said he saw the black figure before he kind of like freaks out and leaves. But then suddenly he starts speaking like this. Me scared. Me go now. Me go. Me saw black in there. All of a sudden
It gets worse.
All of a sudden, which I found really weird, because I'm like, he was just speaking fine earlier, like broken English, but you could tell he knew how to use I and me.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they have him saying, me scared, me go now.
I'm kind of glad I watched the episode that I did.
Okay.
Because there's also Mexicans in it.
Okay. What were your...
They're talking, and I guess, right, they're not going to show the full conversation, but like they start talking in Spanish, they don't translate it, and then he narrates, what Jose is saying here is blah, 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 blah. Or like there's like a translator. And I'm just like, that's not what they were saying exactly. Or like...
It's just somebody who speaks Spanish, like it's not an actual translator.
No, like... They're cherry picking, like what is said.
Oh, like getting lost in translation?
No, not even lost in translation. I like sometimes it's the guy of the show,
Zach.
Yeah, and I feel like he's dramatizing what they actually said.
Okay,
you know,
so that's what he gets criticized for.
Yeah, like it was like kind of obvious because I know Spanish. I was hearing them speak Spanish, and they were just like, yeah, and then he's like, in here, blah 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 blah.
He actually felt the devil poke at his foot,
and especially with the Xochimilco episode, I was like, this is a tourist attraction.
It is.
Of course, these people are gonna be creating the leyenda, and like they're like, there's this day laborer here who said he saw something in the lake or in the river, and I'm like, he just wants to be on TV. And like the way he was saying, he was kind of casual about it, and like I don't know, the vibe that he was giving was like, I'm gonna make some shit up to be on TV, and then here comes a fucking narrator. What he just said was that he was frightened for his fucking life, or like, you know, like very drama. And I'm like, dude, that's not what he sounded like. He sounded chill as fuck.
Okay, so I had watched many YouTube videos on Zach Baggins because like so many people were just kind of like, dude, this is bullshit. Like, of course, over like throughout the course of 200 plus episodes, not everything that you find as evidence is gonna be real. It's like genuinely impossible. And there's actually like a lot of drama with the Ghost Adventure crew, like that I learned about that. Okay, so this is what I learned. Zach Baggins graduated as a film student, and he said he has always felt connected to the paranormal. He and a couple...
It feels like it looks like he would be
a film student.
No, like connected to the paranormal. Okay. He dresses like that.
But the reason why Ghost Adventure took off is because he looks kind of cool. Like he made it cool and like not nerdy or whatever. Like he just looks like
he looks fucking punk rock, bro.
Yeah, he looks like somebody you'd see at your local Hot Topic, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
So he started.
He looks like Fall Out Boy.
He looks like Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy. He looks like the Fallout Boy. Yeah. The single Fallout Boy.
He does.
And
he looks like he would fuck up a millennial. Like the songs, you know, like "Hey Ho" or the Lumineers.
I was like, "What are you doing?" If you're a millennial, be honest, do you do that?
I think like that's a thing in music, like the millennial or like whoa in music.
Like, whoa, Shit like that.
Like various.
So, yes, he does look like he'd fuck up a whoa every now and then.
Keep on going. Yeah.
The way he started the show was that he made like a little documentary of him ghost hunting, essentially with him and a couple of, I'm not sure if they were his friends or they were just people that he found that happened to have the same interest. And that documentary gained him, it got him a show. So many people watched it and were so interested and impressed by his storytelling and stuff like that they gave him a show.
That's what I'm saying. It feels very like drama and like as someone who knows these devices used, I'm like, it's also fake.
So, and then that's why it became so popular because people ate it up because it was like dramatized. Like
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining. It was super dramatic, but you can feel his ego through the screen. I don't know if that's how it felt for you watching season 15.
The one that I was watching, it was the Island of the Dolls, right? Which Lady Gaga just recently filmed a music video there. Have you seen it?
I haven't.
Guess I'm the bigger Lady Gaga head.
Sorry.
I feel like I've just seen clips of it.
Liar.
And his he hates dolls. That's what he was saying.
Zach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's like, I'm fine with demons and all of this, but I just hate dolls. And he's just like being a wuss throughout the episode.
That's like his bit throughout the episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I didn't see the ego there because he was like, a doll.
Okay. But that
he had big ass muscles. I'm like, bro, scared of a fucking doll.
But that's kind of like his shit too. Is that he's
scared.
He's not afraid to cry in front of the camera and
because one of the it was so fake though. He's like in this house with like some of the dolls, and he's just like, I just need to step outside. I'm like, it was so acting.
You know what's so funny is that they all have YouTube thumbnail face. Like you know what I'm talking about? That's gonna be.
Wait, let's do it. Okay.
We posed.
That's good.
For
our audio listeners.
We posed like we were terrified for our life. We literally probably looked exactly the same as when Milena walked in.
Let's just use that.
Let's use that when we were like
being vulnerable in this chair.
Like there was this part in the episode that I watched where first of all, it's so fucking funny because Zach wandered off by himself, and he has his obviously his own camera on himself, and he's just kind of looking around. It's kind of and then the rest of the team, they find this mangled bird feather on the couch that wasn't there earlier. Okay, that's hella fucking fake.
The fuck does a mangled bird feather?
It's just like a bird feather that doesn't look pretty. It's just but that's how they describe
an uggo.
It. That's an uggo as bird feather. And so Zach's over there, and they're like, Zach, you gotta come check this out. And he's like, I feel something. I feel something. We need a role play. You need to be the people that found the bird. And I'm Zach.
This feather, it has one thing.
No, but you got to call for my attention.
Zach! Shut
the fuck up! I hear the devil. He's dead ass ignoring them, and they're screaming
freaking out over a feather.
And then he's just by himself in the room, who are you? Funny.
You guys have feather weather over here.
Funny, and the guys are just Zach, and then so finally he comes, and they start explaining blah 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 blah, and one of the guys was wearing glasses, and his glasses fogged his glass is fogged up, and he starts freaking out like, "Whoa, did you guys see that my glass is fogged up?" And and like he's like really like over dramatizing. And the part that gave me the
it seems like a very icky show, and I feel like that's what I've gotten from it.
The part that gave me the ick is when he's like trying to show that it wasn't him that fogged his own glass. And he does that by blowing up into his glasses, but very, very quickly. So he's like, "Dude, like it just fogged. There's no way I could have done that."
To try to prove it that he couldn't.
That he couldn't. And this is late 40s. It's like,
I'm trying.
Just says, like, and I was just like, I fucking hate
turn
you.
it off.
Like,
That's what it gave me. I was like, you guys are grown adults.
yeah, like grown adults trying to be like, Zach Feather, shut the fuck up. It's crazy. But, excuse me, I was like how I'm talking all this shit now as if I was just scared out of my pants a few minutes ago. So basically, I think it's a bunch of baloney, and so do a lot of people.
I think so.
So do a lot of people online. And Zach gets criticized for bullying his crew, essentially, like kind of like making them do something. So like, for example, literally in this episode that I was watching, they like open a door and it's to like a crawl space in the middle, like of the wall. And the guy, I think his name is Aaron or something, he like opens his door and he's just like, "Whoa, guys, you're like, you gotta see this." And Zach like comes up behind him. He goes, "Go in there." And Aaron's like, "I'm not gonna go in there." And then the narration is Zach and he's like, "Aaron knows he has to do what I say." And they fucking send him in.
That's so it's like kind of like a cult of personality where he's like like a dictator in that little show.
Yeah, he's just like, "Go in there."
He was flying solo in the one that I watched because he's like at the beginning they're all like, "Frank isn't here because he's celebrating his newborn baby," and they show a picture of the baby.
Okay. I know that there was beef between some of them at some point. Maybe that was the beef. I don't know. But he also has a haunted museum in Vegas. Have you heard of that?
No.
Zach Bagans. Have you heard of when Post Malone touched something in the museum and he like got in a car crash or some shit?
No.
I could be, honestly, fact check me on that. Something happened to Posty. That's all I know. But it was like, that was like a big thing. And now people are just like, "Bro, was that for real?" Or like, were they just kind of fucking around?
That's crazy.
But I've watched interviews, people reviewing the museum, and they're just kind of like, because you're not allowed to bring in your phone, or your phone has to be turned off. And they say in every room, it's just a big old flat screen TV with Zach Bagans explaining how much money he spent on whatever the artifact is. And he like barely goes into detail of like what it is. And he's just like, "This one was like $30,000 and now it's here."
Well, look, what I will say, he's an entertaining man.
You're not wrong.
If he's like coercing people to do stuff, hey, that's a different story. But if he's having fun, like doing his little ghost show and just like dramatizing the fuck out of it, hey, I know there's people who probably also don't believe, but just it's entertaining, right?
I mean, I've seen, and you know what? I was watching a lot of critiques on him, specifically from the ghost hunting community, which I learned was like a community.
The OGs, the people who take it seriously.
The people that like, even if they don't get any proof, they'll still like mention that. And they'll be like, "There was no proof here." Blah, blah, blah. People that I guess just stay true to the art or whatever.
Yeah. Purists.
Yeah. And so they're just talking all this shit about how the equipment that he uses is hella rigged and that he uses it to like scare the shit out of people.
So he's a poser in the community.
In the community, they hate him. They hate him. But I mean, I just thought it was going to be a funny topic.
And we had great laughs.
We did.
Great scares.
Great scares.
Great first episode for October. Great. The only episode.
I was like
one
first
of the
and
only.
second, first out of 2 of October. But yeah, and then I was just honestly very quickly going to compare it to the BuzzFeed Unsolved / Ghost Files, which you've watched those, right?
I watched the one about the fucking San Jose house, crazy
the
house.
Winchester Mystery House, which I also think is bullshit. I think it's a bunch of phony baloney.
I think they're good stories, and I think good stories sell, so I don't see anything wrong with them making money off of a story, right?
And I also just enjoy Ghost Files simply because of I'm watching it, yes, for quote unquote the evidence, but I'm also watching it just because they're entertaining and they're not over the top or putting anybody in any dangerous situations.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to have the show. First of all, found out that Ryan Bergara was half Mexican. Did not know that.
Who's that?
The one of the main guys of BuzzFeed Unsolved.
The Asian guy?
Yeah, he's half Mexican, half Japanese.
Wow, good for him.
Good for him.
Happy Hispanic
Heritage Month to you, Ryan Bergara. I found that out by watching an episode yesterday, and he had this little device where like the ghost can talk to you, and it just gives you like little words, and it was like, what? Dun, 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 dun. Race. And he was just like, what race am I? Well, I'm half Mexican, half Japanese. Talking to the ghost. And it's just funny. It's like charming.
The ghost wants to know if he's chill.
If he's chill. And then the other one answered. He's like, I'm Polish and German. And then the ghost made another noise, and they're like fucking racist ass ghosts. And it's like funny like that. Like that's what makes ghost hunting enjoyable. There's also these like weird YouTuber guys, not weird, but Sam and Colby. I don't know if you've heard of that. Not Sam and Colby. Wait.
The cheese?
Salmons, I don't know. But they're also ghost hunters, and they just look like also Hot Topic people.
Yeah.
But they're also very popular ghost hunters as well. Wait, go down. What is that? What did... No, go up again. What did Sam and Colby go to jail for?
Trespassing, of course, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, I wish we had more time to dive deep, and I wish I would have seen the rest of the episode, but...
I thought it was funny. Let us know what you think about ghost
I thought it was
shows.
funny.
It's funny. I don't think it's real most of the time.
They might actually encounter something, but I feel like you can't go that many seasons, that many episodes without having to fluff it up.
Exactly. Like, it's just statistically speaking, and I never took statistics. I feel like that's just not going to be true. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that conversation. It was just something a little quick, something fun.
And as we round out the end of the episode, we always have an artist recommendation of the week.
Let's go.
My Latino artist recommendation of the week is an artist called Vanita Leo. She does cumbia music and Tejana music, of course, from Texas. Shout out Texas. I feel like we haven't done a Texas artist in a while. Shout out Texas.
Shout out Texas.
She has very great music, and she's young. Like, I feel like most cumbia music is kind of like older people making cumbia music, or like when they like. She's bringing a fresh new voice to cumbia and Tejana music. I think that a lot of people will enjoy. So go ahead and check her out. I think she's really great. She has less than 30,000. So you guys will be in the like. You guys will discover her. Is what I'm trying. I don't know. You guys will be in the know before she blows up. Is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Exactly. You knew her before she blew up.
There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Check her out.
Shout out. So really quickly, when you said that, it reminded me of this stupid TikTok trend that was just like putting you guys on Spotify artists with less than like 15K listeners or something, and it was Mitchell Musso. From like his Disney days.
He has less than 15,000?
He had something very low, like, because obviously he only made a song during that time.
Like one song.
But I was like, that's so stupid. Okay, but anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Hand Me Down Podcast. As always, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Show a little bit of love that way, and also to pay back. We're still working on Alan's debt for his Powerball ticket. So you know,
$6 down the drain.
$6 down the drain. If you want to contribute to that, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends.
Thank you for listening, guys. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.